life, right? And that is rad when that's happening, but sometimes our best self is like Netflix in bed for 3 days. 5 days, 10 days, whatever, I'm not judging. Sometimes our best self is spending money we don't have. Sometimes it's dancing until 5 in the morning with our best friends, right? Sometimes our best self is writing all the poems, and sometimes it is writing none of the poems. And all of that is so great and perfect even, because all you really need to be doing is meeting yourself wherever you are. So if any of you are stuck in the scared, dark, hard space, my heart sings for you for sure, because that's one of the hardest things we do. So this last poem is for you. Please feel free to come say hi to me later. I would love to talk more about coming to your school and talking about my grandma and bathrooms and love. Clap for love, right? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I also have a sweet dance move called the jellyfish I could show you if you come to my... I can't show you now because it's embarrassing. Okay, it's like this. Jellyfish, right? Don't do it at the club, it's embarrassing there too. I know my mom and her husband are supposed to have sex on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Sorry, Mom.
What?
I know this often does not happen, and I know my mom is not mad about it. I know because I ask like way too many questions. Also, she'd be real mad at me for telling you all that information, so I definitely know she will never hear this poem. Unless she does. And she did. If there is one thing I've learned in my 31 years on this earth, is that it is real hard to be absolutely certain of much. The first time I saw the Mississippi River, I cried like a let-down kid. It was so much smaller than I had expected, all my huckleberry dreams just trickling down this imposter of a stream, until finally, the truck driver standing next to me pointed out we were in Minnesota. I was looking from like the way wrong place. So often in life, we are looking from the wrong place. If ever I write a book about myself, I will title it, Holy Hell, this thing, this body is so heavy. I wish I didn't have to just carry it around with me like all of the time. I wish I didn't believe everything I think about me. There are so many volumes in here we have barely even cracked. Hey, sexy humans, all of you. I got news for you. You are the only one allowed to shelve books in your library. Why we continually pile on ghost stories is a mystery novel we refuse to unpack. We are terrified of the dark everywhere, but in our own bright selves, curled up in its corners like it is the most valuable piece of real estate we have, since we lost the roadmap to the good spots the same day we were taught we could ever be anything less. It is a revolutionary thought, and difficult to process that at any given moment you are doing your very best. The people we have hurt, the lies we have told, the days self-hatred sits like an anvil on your chest. The thing about life is that it never actually gets easier. Our trampling hearts just get better at bouncing back. On my very worst days, rock bottom wraps me in a welcome mat with a padlock, but I always find the key. I am always reaching for the light. The thing is, y'all, we can spend our whole lives believing we are destined to repeat our past like some horrible Groundhog Day worst version of ourselves, or we can realize that shame is not our best party dress and strip everything back to the bones. Remember that at one point, for half a moment, you were the youngest person on the planet, and everything was holy. Everything was a love poem held in the palm of your tiny, gentle fist. This, of course, is not easy. Living is the hardest game we are learning how to play, so especially on the days it feels like the world's incredible right hook is colliding with my oh-so-human desire for self-destruction, there are 3 things I try to know for absolute certain. It is better, not easier, but better, to be honest than to be liked. People value vulnerability like way more than you would ever imagine, and you deserve to be loved absolutely, completely, just as much as anyone else. Thanks, you all so much.